Back when I was growing up, it seemed like every other film had a conservationist message, which it delivered about as subtly as
having your brains smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick.
The trend dies off years ago, with most films these days having no bigger message than buy this film's merch and get hyped for the totally going to happen sequel. So, in a way, I appreciated Rogue almost as a throwback to that glorious age of message movies, as well as a throwback to 80s movies whereupon you get a group of flat as a pancake characters running around set killing wave after wave of faceless goons for roughly 90 to 100 minutes, then the credits roll, the film is forgotten about, and we all get on with our lives. Because Rogue is completely forgettable, despite its worthy attempt to have a message about lion farming, a few lines of text at the end and using it during the opening 5 minutes to, I guess, set the scene in a way that reminds me of the cold open for an episode of Doctor Who for being mostly forgotten about for pretty much all of the runtime. But that's fine by me because Rogue is what I used to call a beer and buddies film, back when I was allowed to have friends over without the government sentencing me to 25 years in Cardiff for the sin of having some friends over to shred a bad movie. Not that Rogue is a bad movie. Well, not completely. I mean, it has several aspects of a bad movie, and I wouldn't call it good by any stretch, but it's fun to watch and competently made with a couple of novel ideas. It's also got a lead, Megan Fox, who apparently leapt at the idea of playing someone who wasn't there purely to look good in short shorts, who's trying her best, but is sadly giving a performance full of more wood than the average IKEA warehouse, and, well, she's still Megan Fox. When she's trying her hardest to give us an unflappable badass trying to make the best of a bad situation, she still looks like she's dressed up as Mummy's little soldier for Halloween after watching too many films and has gone a bit method. And she still looks too damn good by the end of the film. I mean, credit to her for trying to escape a career being cast purely for her sex appeal, but maybe warm up to this whole acting thing, Megan. You'll get there eventually. Probably. Anyway, what plot there is concerns Fox and her team of red shirts rescuing some girls from the local warlord and getting trapped in an old lion farm where one female lion appears to have developed a taste for human flesh. With roughly 3 rounds left and having to hold out until rescue arrives, will any of them survive the night? Brilliant. A nice simple plot to hang some great firefights on. The director cut her teeth on Strike Back, the greatest action TV show of all time, and it shows in the action scenes. A lot of varied environments, an element of suspense as low ammunition means low to no options, and the lion hanging around... Oy vey, the lion hanging around. Look, I'll not mince words. I've seen sci-fi movies that have better CGI than Rogue. I've seen PS1 games with better CGI. Now, I get that you might have some issues with your actors being attacked by an actual lion, but if you don't have the money for CGI, and this film clearly doesn't, then don't use it. Work out something, but as it is, whenever our mercenaries have a moment of humour or character development, a random extra gets jump scared to death by something that makes the Scorpion King look convincing. But with all that aside, there is stuff to like. I did enjoy spending time with some of the mercenaries. Philip Winchester, for example, acting like he's in some sort of Strike Back standalone episode, oozes charisma as a merc whose sole character trait is that he has a Backstreet Boys song stuck in his head. The action doesn't disappoint, and I can always appreciate a film which doesn't bother with flashbacks, setting the scene, or any of that distractions. We join our heroes, for want of a better word, just before they spring into action on what's supposed to be a simple rescue operation. I mean, maybe a better lead would have helped lift this film up, and using a real line instead of CGI that looks worse than the surfing scene in Die Another Day would have helped keep me immersed in the film, but at the end of the day, Rogue is an 80s throwback film with a 90s environmentalist message to boot. It picks up where the action starts, keep the pace going all the way, and all with some decent action could kill 100 odd minutes if you're in the mood for that sort of thing, or if you've got some mates coming around and the beers are in the fridge. So if nothing else is on, check this film out. Otherwise, just don't bother. But what do you guys think, and what was your favourite environmentalist message film? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a dunking. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.